You're a night owl. I believe all owls are night owls. Doing owly business. Putting on spectacles, reading books, being smart. That's what owls do when they're not killing.
Talking with famous people.
Hey guys, I'm Break Owl. I'm only on the clock from 1 to 2 p.m. to give you guys breaks. The rest of the day I'm off. How did Break Owl get such a good gig? He says he has ADHD. Yeah, I got ADHD. I gotta go home and take some speed. Alright, Break Owl. Will you be able to make it tomorrow to work? Hopefully, I probably will. 2 to 3, huh? Was it 1 to 2? I forget. It's 1 to 2, Break Owl. That was a mistake today, remember? And then you got here at 2 and you're like, oh, I can't be here because it's 2 o'clock. So I don't know why you came. Well, I didn't even realize till I got here, that's why. Okay, well, that's why we're asking. Are you going to be here tomorrow? Yeah, I'll be here. What time? Freaking, what was it, 2 to 3 or something? 1 to 2, Break Owl. 1 to 2. Okay, I'll be here. 1 to 2. That's 13 to 14, military time. That's right. Okay. We'll see you tomorrow. The next day. Break Owl. It's 9 in the morning. Yeah, I just want to stop by and say 2 to 3 doesn't work for me today. Break Owl. It's 1 to 2. It's not 2 to 3. Oh, 1 to 2 is even worse. That's not going to work for me today. Listen, I could do it right now for half the time. I could do a half hour if you want. Want me to do a half hour? Right now. I got breakfast date at 9:30, but Break Out, we just got here. We don't need a break yet. Okay, well, if you don't want a break today, I guess that's fine. Let me know. Give me a call tomorrow if you want a break, okay? Break Out, you have to come every day from 1 to 2. Do you understand that's your job? What am I supposed to do here then? Right now. I'm here now. What am I supposed to do now? You're not supposed to be here now. You're supposed to be at home, waiting to come here at 1 o'clock. Yeah, 1 doesn't really work for me today. Yes, you've already told me that. It's not an optional daily thing, okay? You need to be here every day at 1, Monday through Friday. You only have to be here 1 hour. The rest of us are here like all day. Yeah, I haven't been able to really figure that out. What do you guys do here all day anyway? We work, Brick Al. Well, what kind of work are you doing? Paperwork, filing papers, stuff like that. Well, that doesn't sound like work. Well, it is. Okay. You're supposed to be doing it. Well, we're on a break. I am. I'm giving you the break right now. We've been over this, Break Al. Okay, well, I don't know. You want to go have a cigarette with me? Yeah, okay, let's go. The story of Break Owl. The worst employee at the Owl Corporation. Break Owl was the worst employee at the Owl Corporation. He had one simple job. To provide breaks for the other owls. Afternoon owl, morning owl, evening owl, night owl, and late, between night and early morning owl. They all worked hard. They all worked their shifts. They often worked overtime. Of course they did. There were a lot of mice to be caught. There were a lot of spectacles to be donned, books to be read, wisdom to be displayed, queries of individuals, the identity of which must be attained. Said queries must be queried. Who? Breakout was not a helpful Howland. No. He was a non-helpful Nathaniel, and that was his name. But everybody called him Breakout. Was the union representative for the Owl Corporation, and his primary job was to be the union representative and to give breaks to people. But as heretofore discussed, the break-giving qualities of Breakout left much to be desired. Having been born in a barn where he ought not have been born, for his species of the Breakout does not actually give birth to their outlets in barns, but rather in the cupboards of ships that are docked for overwintering in places where there's a lot of storms. Ebb and flow of giving breaks. There's a certain time quality to being born and being nested with worms on the high seas, with the bucking and the swaying of the ocean waves, and white caps in the distance marking the time. Tick-tock, it would say. And the Breakout would know, today is the day when 1 o'clock comes, I'll be there and say, here I am to relieve you, friend. Go, eat your lunch, or smoke your cigarette, or whatever it is you do. Perhaps speak on the phone to a woman whom you pursue. I care not, for it is not my concern, for I am Breakout, here to break you and give you a break. I will expect your return in 1 hour, when my break-giving duties shall be at an end. Thank you, and enjoy your break. Well, Breakout never learned those protocols. His parents were sloppy, his upbringing was wild, he might as well have been raised by butterflies. And in fact, part of the time he was, but the butterflies, once he got a little bit bigger, were no longer able to carry him to the market with them. One time they left him downtown, simply because he'd gotten too big for them to carry back home. His parents were furious, and they said, Breakout, you need to use those wings and fly. And he said, I do, but not when I'm entitled to a free carry back. If you're going to carry me someplace, then I'm entitled to be carried back. And that, of course, was a perfectly reasonable argument. And his parents deferred on this point and no longer troubled him about it. So, at a certain juncture in his life, Breakout pursued the rebellion thing a bit too far, and he got a couple of piercings that he later regretted. But he did get those removed, and anyhow, it's important as well, because the Allen Corporation, they have very strict dress codes, and they don't allow any tattoos. Any facial tattoos disqualify you immediately from employment. Those things are stupid, as says the Allen Corporation, and they say, don't do that. So Al was happy that he hadn't gone too far with that before he had all those piercings removed, and the doctor sewed him back up and said, there you go, good as new. Anyway, good old Breakout, after his rebellion phase, he went to do the job. But what had he not learned? And this is where we get to the moral of the story. He had never learned self-discipline. It's true. He had never figured out how to say to himself, no, your whims, your desires, your urges, they shall not be tantamount in this equation, sir. No, we shall evaluate this metric according to some other cause. I don't know exactly which one we should choose, but I know the one you've chosen is wrong. And so it was that, of course, Breakout said, wait a second, who said that, and why are they saying it, and what am I to take from it, and what behaviors ought I change? And that's when the narrator came to explain things. He said, listen, Breakout, you've got a problem. Your people that you're supposed to be giving breaks to, they expect you here at 1 p.m. You don't think it matters if you're actually here at 1 p.m., but they've got shit planned, you see. They want to go to the bank and deposit their check, and instead they have to stay here because Breakout wants again a new dish at Denny's, and said, I've got to sit down and try this at least, and that would make me late, and you didn't want to show up late because that would be embarrassing, so you just didn't show up at all. Now, most people Breakout would think to themselves, gosh, I am scared to go back there, but you return the next day apparently oblivious to the fact that you entirely abandoned your duties and failed in fulfilling any aspect of your job description, and seemed to expect to be able to completely get away with it. Well, Breakout, let me tell you this, sir. You can't do that. You've got to show up at 1 o'clock. Well, needless to say, it was quite a lecture for Breakout from the narrator. Breakout and the narrator sat down for some toast and tea. Now listen, narrator, said Breakout. I think you were a little hard on me there. I think, I'm trying my best, and so I'm not exactly the most punctual, but I've got other skills. Well, what skills, Breakout? What do you bring to the table besides filling a seat for an hour? Well, listen, I've got a lot of creative ideas. I come in here and I say, I see where this system is getting caught. It's a whirlpool. It's spinning up a tangle of spun tangle webs, and I can see it, and I can tell you how to untangle that. Just two spits of moonshine and a sunflower seed potato pancake. That's all it's going to take, plus a little bit of my know-how. And pretty soon, everybody agreed, and that's how it ended. Really a remarkable story. I think we're both a little worried about Breakout. He's to grow up and own up to his responsibilities.
Talking with famous people.
I told Mr. and Mrs. Breakout a long time ago, I said, Sir and Madam, you are not raising your Breakout son properly. He's going to turn out to be a bad Breakout. Ample justification for endless rage. Who was right? This guy.